be sure to go to flipsidegaming.com and use promo code 6 for 10% off on orders over $10. It's a good deal and helps with the show. What's up, Planeswalkers? Theric 6 back with some more Magic the Gathering Arena. Today I'll be playing some more Historic. I'm not going to play Historic Challenge just yet. For those of you who don't know, Historic Challenge is an event. I don't like that they don't show you what the rewards are. They allow you to see it if you click that. But essentially, like, 0 wins, you get 4 Historic Rare ICRs, random rares, essentially. And then Platinum Angel Sleeve. 1 wins 1,000 gold. Most of these don't matter, because this is a 10,000 gold entry. This is a best of 3. This is, like, meant to be strong. 8 wins is 40 Historic Booster Packs, 15,000 gold, and the Platinum Sleeve. In order to win your entrance back, the actual gold, you have to get 7 wins. In order to... I think... technically 5 wins is like the most reasonable like likelihood of getting to actual good rewards. So we're not doing that just yet because I'm going to be playing Nicol Bolas with that. I figure people don't want to see a third Nicol Bolas video this week. Although I guess this is coming out on... No, it's coming out on Sunday. Yeah, alright, that's fine. But we're playing Death and Taxes in normal Historic. So this is the usual Death and Taxes at this point. We've got 4 Alseids, Thalias, Tithe Takers, and Kinjalli Sunwing, because those are, in my opinion, the 4 core of Death and Taxes decks for Historic. We also have 3 Charming Prince. As you might notice, we are not playing Hushbringer. And that is because this deck cares a lot about ETBs as well, specifically from Knight of Autumn and Militia Bugler and Tristani. But we'll get to those in a second. Charming Prince allows us to blink one of those cards over so we can get some extra value. Gaining 3 life is helpful, but we also have access to Knight of Autumn, Ajani, and Tristani. Life shouldn't matter too much in this deck. And then, of course, we have the last, which is to, or the first, technically, to just scry 2 and try and get some more value. We have 2 Tomiks. This is a nice flying creature. That's pretty much it. I essentially just wasn't sure the cut between Tomik and Bronzehide Lion. Bronzehide Lion is great because it's a 2-mana 3/3, but Tomik does have evasion, but it is legendary. But Bronzehide Lion can like become indestructible so that it survives board wipes really nicely. So I'm not sure what to do with these. I feel like I'm going to want them to be at either a 3-1 or a 4-0 split. I just don't know what exactly. And some playing today is going to help me figure that out. For what it's worth, Militia Bugler gets Tomik, doesn't get Bronzehide Lion, so that does play a role, and I want to see how often I end up whiffing because of Bronzehide Lion. But Militia Bugler, 3-mana 2/3, we get to get one of our other many creatures, and what's great about this card is that we have essentially just 1, 2, 3 spells in the deck that don't hit, and then of course we have these. So most, even our Tristani, most of our things are going to get gotten by a Bugler, which is pretty helpful. Knight of Autumn is great. We can make it a big beat stick, blow up an artifact or enchantment, or gain 4 life. Pretty much in every matchup, this card is just great. 2 Shalais. It's possible I should run more Shalais, because Shalai protects our stuff. And ourselves. Shalai is just an incredibly strong card against anything that just wants to do single target nonsense, and she allows me to, in the late game, if I have a lot of mana, I can just pump my board. I don't have to cast any more creatures, just keep buffing the board. That's all I need to do. 2 Ajani the Greathearted. 1, giving my creatures vigilance is pretty nice. Obviously this one already has it, but being able to attack in the air and still have these 2 2/3s as defenders can be very helpful in a lot of situations. Gaining 3 life, always nice, and then of course we get to just buff the rest of our board, which will sometimes allow us to just swing in for lethal. Tristani Discordant is a card that I like to call an army in a box. It's a single card. It comes in with 3 bodies for 5 total damage. She enters, she has pseudo haste because any creatures we already have get that buff immediately. If our opponent is stealing stuff from us, she helps us get it back. Unfortunately, it's only if it's creatures, so if our opponent steals exactly Ajani, then we don't get him back, but everything else we do. So it's decent. This is a very similar mana base to like the rest of it. However, right now we're still on 24. It's possible, after playing with the Azorius one today on stream, it's possible that I should cut this down to 23 as well. I'm just not sure. But for what it's worth, we have 3 Secluded Steppe, 3 Tranquil Thicket, just so we don't flood out too much. Sideboard, we have a lot of one-ofs in here, and that is mostly due to Militia Bugler allowing us to get so many different things. So for graveyard stuff, we have one Grafdigger's Cage, one Remorseful Cleric, one Deathgorge Scavenger, and one Loaming Shaman. The Grafdigger's Cage is pretty obvious, so is the Remorseful Cleric. However, Deathgorge Scavenger allows us to bring in a card, even, like, this isn't necessarily just graveyard hate. We bring it in against those decks that are super graveyard heavy, and for what it's worth, I haven't seen a lot of those recently. I'm probably going to start trimming back all of my historic decks to remove a little bit of graveyard hate, just because they kind of disappeared. But this card is decent even just against other creature or even just like spell heavy deck. So creature heavy or spell heavy, usually I don't plan on going in when it's a decent mix. Mid-range decks, some types of control decks, I don't really see it. But if my opponent's casting a lot of spells, so I can get the buff a lot, or they have a lot of small creatures where I can gain a lot of life because that's the type of thing I need, then I can bring this in as well. Loaming Shaman is hilarious because it shuffles any number of cards back in. So I can just, if I'm going against Mill, I just put all my cards back, which is funny. It's not going to come up very often, but it's an option. We are running a Nyx-Fleece Ram, and we're only running one Nyx-Fleece Ram because of Militia Bugler, but it gains life. The reason I justified one is because of how much innate life gain we have in the deck, especially because these come with these soldier tokens come with lifelink. Running two Revoke Existence. Knight of Autumn can destroy artifacts and enchantments, but I don't want to deal with Platinum Angel. Being stupid. Destiny Spinner comes in against control. That is heavy heavy counter spell based. We can just, put it down early. You can't counter our stuff. Bada bing, bada boom. Citywide Bust comes in against big creature decks. All of our creatures are pretty small, but we are likely to have a decent number. Obviously, Citywide Bust does kill our Shalai and Tristani, but hopefully we don't have... If we're in a situation where we have Shalai and Tristani, we're probably in an okay position. Otherwise, And then, of course, we have three Shifting Ceratops. Blue. That's pretty much it. You might be wondering why I titled the Traditional Historic Ranked Hippie Taxes. Why I decided to title this video... gosh, what did I call it? I called it Property Taxes. Is because I called this Hippie Taxes on here. And because green is like the color of land, if you think about it, I was like, sure, I'm totally going to call this Property Taxes. It makes zero sense. I feel like I've played against this person before. This hand's fine. I think we cycle the Secluded Steppe on one. Turn two, we have Tomik into, depending on their deck. Like, if it seems like they're more of a control deck, we bring this in. Or we play this. Otherwise, we play this. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't have any green right now, but I also don't have any green requirements. I'm not going to show them that I'm cycling yet, but... get a little bit of information. Green, so probably gonna be some sort of creature deck from Basic Forest. If it weren't Basic Forest, then I might consider it to be something else, but we will see. If I need green at some point, I can blow up a non-basic of theirs. Look, non-basic. Interesting. This is Flash. Yeah, this is a Flash deck, for sure. Unless this is just Growth Spiral that they're holding on to. Because I have a duplicate copy of Kinjalli Sunwing, I'll cast this. It could get quenched. So is it Growth Spiral, or Quench, or Cutthroat? Yeah. Okay. Luckily, we have a couple flyers against them, and we got them down early, so they're going to be... Oh, it's Merfolk! Really? Well, now that's interesting. I will trade here. Because their creatures can get a lot bigger than ours over time. I would like another land. I know I cycled one of them, but that shouldn't have mattered. Do I just Sunwing again? I think so. Keep it going in the air. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord. And I've been waiting for this moment for all my life. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Yeah, that's a little bit of cheese. Shut up. It was with my dinner. I wanted some cheese. So I got some cheese. The fuck? Stranger to you and me. I'm gonna blow that up. Yeah, I think I'll blow that up, get a green source, play Alseid. Shit, they can float the mana. Okay, they decided not to float the mana. They had quenched the entire time! I got my green. They have 3, I have 3. I'm currently winning Jadelit Ranger. I can untap a forest and play another Jadelit Ranger. No, they're gonna untap an Island. Alright, they can't. Haha, you can't untap shit. Get fucked. Hey, look, Tomik came into play. Land Song of Freyalias. Would I blow the fuck up out of a Song of Freyalias? Probably. Do you have another quench, is the question. They had another quench. Damn. That's it. If they just played this, I don't think I don't think I care too much. 2, 4, 8. I'm actually more worried about a sleep effect than anything. So I think I'm actually just going to cast Night of Autumn. I can pay for a quench. Cool. They had 3 other quenches, damn. And I think I'm actually just gonna gain life. So I know, like, this going to the second ability doesn't matter to me. They're gonna die in the air. So I think I want to just gain life just in case they top deck asleep. Am I dead? Are you fucking serious? Just down to bad top decks, I guess. Damn, that sucks. I like this. This doesn't actually help me. Destiny Spinner is hilarious here. Shifting Ceratops is great here. Let's see. So we're bringing in fucking what? Ceratopsids. Excuse me. Alseid, I actually don't think is very strong here at all. What the hell does sleep say? I don't remember if it's target. It is target, so I do want to keep Shalai in. I'm going to get rid of the lion. I probably want to cut, like, a Bugler. Or did Bugler go up or down? So we lost 5. We lost these 4. Oh no, we lost 4 and we gained 3. 4. Oh, so our Bugler numbers are actually exactly the same. Because we took 4 of these out and we put in, where's the last one? And we put 4 in. care of a single Ajani, I guess. See how this goes. If I can get a turn to Destiny Spinner, I think that'll be pretty helpful. I'd like to play. Keep this. It is a two-lander, I understand that, but we have Charming Prince, hopefully, but we start on Destiny Spinner. 1 is a 2/3, not terrible. 2 makes it so they can't quench us. Essentially turn 2, turn 3 if we don't have a land. Okay. Probably turn 3 if we do have a land. This might just be, I don't know. Well, we got a land. I will attack here. They can't counter my shit. This is creatures and enchantments, yeah. Do I want a flyer? Do I want to look for more? I think I'll just take the flyer here. I assume they're just going to flash in, yeah. That's fine. I can block this. Would I trade if they play a Regery here? That is the question. I think the answer would be yes. Yeah. Yeah, as always, their creatures can get larger than mine. I'm gonna scry. Yeah, I need lands. The thing is, I don't think that I should be playing, I should not be playing 25 lands. There's no fucking way. Interesting. So they are playing the Explore package as well. And this is a situation where playing one of the other Death and Taxes decks would be better. For what it's worth, Merfolk, always hard. I don't think I can win this matchup anymore. Probably gonna whiff here. Didn't whiff. Not bad. Can't attack in there. My main concern is being unable to attack, and I still probably die to sleeps. Although I guess the deck probably doesn't play sleep anymore because it has Mirror Regery. I'll tap both of those down. I take 8. No, I take more than that. I go to 3. I can't win. Yep. Yeah, I think there are just too many ETBs in this deck to justifiably play Hushbringer, even though Hushbringer is just a fantastic card in so many matchups. Slim Garfield. I am horrified. My opponent's going to start flinging lasagna at me. We have playables, but we have been kind of getting fuckled on our mana. But it's really hard to pass this up. So my opponent's on here. Oh god. It's Merfolk again! Why is everyone and their mother playing Merfolk? Oh, there's no way they block that. There's no way you block that. I take that trade. I'll take that trade. Their creatures get big. It'd be a 2/2 now. And if they have a Lord... No, wait! Didn't I just play against freaking Merfolk last time? I'm pretty sure I did. What is this shit? I'm just playing against a bunch of damn Merfolk decks. I'm just gonna scry. For what it's worth, if the metagame has just shifted hard to Merfolk, I just shouldn't be playing any of the Death and Taxes decks. Just in general. Well, no, I mean, Hushbringer does a number, so I think I should only use decks that Hushbringer is actively used in. Kumena, sure. You're gonna make Kumena bigger, you're gonna make Elite bigger. You're gonna make Kumena bigger, that's fair. Can't attack with Thalia anymore. Can't play both of these in a single turn. I think I will play a Sunwing. Actually, it's probably better to play Tomik here. Because Tomik is harder to weave in. Merfolk, you don't say. This art's just so great. Okay. All in on Kumena, I guess. I'm just gonna not... Merfolk is just a terrible matchup for this deck. I think if I fight, I'm just gonna... Let's see. The last historic decks the last historic matchups have gone against Merfolk. I want a different opponent, please. Even if I still lose, it's fine. I just want to go up against something that isn't Merfolk. See how the deck is like actually doing against a deck that isn't one of our immediate bad matchups. Alright, you're using Chandra, the good Chandra. I have high hopes that you're not playing Merfolk. We are going second. It's fine. Serves us right for not playing that game out. Nope. Nope. That's garbage. Do not be. Okay. I was about to be upset. Ooh, what is this? I'm curious now. What is wrong with my lands, though? I'm running 24. And I keep just getting shite openers. Like, 25 is not the new normal. Is it just elves? Could be just elves. Just Monica? Just Monica. What? Take a Knight of Autumn. Can't cast it, or almost anything else in my hand. I can cast this, but... just ramp.
Seek shelter in my stewardship.
That's awkward. LOL, get fucked! Tomik! Tomik the champ! Tomik! Fucking get fucked. They conceded! Get fucked, dude! Oh, holy shit. The thing is, I don't really have anything better in the sideboard. Fucking get Tomik. Oh shit, I'm keeping a hand if I can cast Tomik. Oh, okay, there was like, nah. Well, these have been some games. Holy shit. Alright, I mean, we're playing another one. Like, I'm trying to get actual practice in with these decks so I can go to V3. I think... yeah, so I think V3, I have some ideas in mind. Cut back on the Graveyard Hate aside. I have a newfound respect for Tomik. In the black deck, I think it is. Oh no, it's the red deck. I want to include Tecatli's Honor Guard instead of Hushbringer, because it allows me the ETB stuff doesn't matter as much, but it allows me to still get my death triggers. Someone commented that, I don't remember who. This like statistically shouldn't be probable. I'll keep this, I guess. I'll keep the Tranquil Thicket. I'll drop the Field of Ruin. I'm probably going to cut Field of Ruin from a lot of these decks. No! God damn it. I tried to put it back in my hand. I'm actually super annoyed by that, but I don't have anything to play on 3, so whatever. Maybe it'll actually be useful to actually cast my Ajani, because he costs 5 this game. If you opt, then opt now. If you opt, then opt now. If you don't, you'll be fucked. You can't shock my Thalia in response. Fuck you. So this looks like it's... I mean, they're probably going to shock my Thalia. I would not be surprised if they did. Because it seems like, after seeing literally 2 cards, that this is a Temur Reclamation deck. And that they really need my Thalia to go away. So, I think we bugle up. Get a Knight of Autumn. Gonna blow something the hell up and play this Tranquil Thicket. Tranquil Thicket tapped. Temple of Abandon, sure. And I don't think this is Temur Flash. I don't think Temur Flash runs Shock. I don't think they run Opt either. I'm going to save this. Honestly, I'm going to attack first. Then I think I'm going to play this tapped Charming Prince to bounce this. If it resolves, obviously, which it might not. You know what? I'm not going to bounce it. I'm going to go ahead and scry. Because this targets, and I don't want them to kill my Bugler in response to me targeting. I'm just going to get rid of both of those here. I have these. So my opponent might Lightning Strike. Nope, there goes Spiral. That's fine. But I just have a Knight of Autumn at the ready. Or is this Temur... Field of the Dead? They have Wilderness Reclamation. Going to attack first. Because both of these are expendable. Unfortunately, this is probably going to get countered. Yep, I can't pay for. Okay, so now they have an active Wilderness Reclamation. Do they have the Nexus of Fate? Well, they're digging for it. After playing with all of them, I think I rank... I think I would rank... Blue, white... I'm not sure. I'd have to go back through it. This is definitely ranking low. Going to attack first. I'll cast Shalai, but I don't think it matters. So I have 5 total decks. Mono white, white blue, white black, white red, and white green. As a big surprise to me, I actually think that this deck might be one of the weaker ones. At least based on how things have played out in this video. I expected it to be one of the stronger ones, to be honest. You know, just counter my shit. They are at 8, but... Oh, yeah. They probably have it looped now. Excuse me, what? They didn't even, like, use this. So I don't know if they, like, just didn't have the stop on their end step or what. But they lost a lot of potential value there. I suspect that they're looking for a fog effect, maybe? I think I'm going to Thalia Alseid here. I don't know if Thalia is sufficient, but she might give them enough of a headache. But if at least 2 of my creatures survive, and my Ajani resolves, then I have lethal. I just realized that technically 2 of my creatures can just resolve and it'd be fine. Opt for 2 mana. Yeah, see, when the cantrips cost a decent amount, they put it to the bottom. That's very good to see. There's nothing they can cast right now, so they have to wait until their end step. Let's see what they're doing. Blue and red, sure. I'm going to attempt to give her protection from red. Okay, she now has protection from red. So their stuff is still costing them a decent amount. Thing is, they could just have Nexus of Fate, and they can absolutely cast it. Do they have it? I assume not, because they would have just slammed it, right? So they have a fog. 3 mana fog. But I'd like to make my creatures a little bit bigger. Oh, if it's Frilled Mystic, then I should have attacked first. Okay, good.
But we could be much. I've suffered worse. Turn back while you still can.
Well, I got more damage through. But I am worried that my opponent is going to be able to get there at this point now that my Thalia's on the field. Sucks to suck. This deck doesn't have reach. Its mana base is real iffy. I want to do heavy revisions to a decent number of these decks. And they're just digging. And at less than 50% of the deck, I assume that they finally hit one of their Nexus. They had nothing. Well, I mean, I don't know why they considered they had that there, but I'm gonna bring those in. Gonna bring those in. Actually, I don't hate the idea of Loaming Shaman. Players can't cast spells from graveyards or libraries. That doesn't help me. Alseid seems fine. Bronzehide Lion. I don't think I need Bronzehide Lion. No, I don't think I need Bronzehide Lion. Oops. Ajani doesn't really matter here. Maybe Loaming Shaman's too cute. I think if I'm playing Shifting Ceratops, I don't want your Stonies here. So we'll see how this goes. Although, frankly, I'm not super enthusiastic about my chances. Although if I can beat if I can beat Temur Reclamation, I will be happy about it. He says as he takes another bite of his cheese. Just wait on Zalov to finish sideboard. Just Wait for the sideboard. There we go. Because we somehow won game one, we have a bit of a cushion. I would have preferred, if I weren't still recording, because we're at 41 minutes, and people tend not to watch the longer ones. Opponent really making a decision on this, on who plays first. Oh, hello, cat. You want to be on camera again? Give me good jobs. Good jobs. You're alright, kid jobs. Look. Okay, okay. There you go. There you go. I can't pet you from over there. She laid down just out of my arm's reach. If you want pets, you have to come over here. Fine. She can lay there. She'll be sad. Zolov, Bud, you there? Are they upset that they lost against Death and Taxes? See, the thing is, I would suspect that it's maybe like a disconnect or something if it weren't for the fact that they conceded the first game. Like, if they timed out the first game, they're like, yeah, okay, sure. Can't do it. Fine. I'm doing it because these two cards are very strong. I can do this on turn one. Although then I am only left with 3 lands, but we never get fucked, right? Oh, cool. That's fine. Oh, no opponent. What am I playing? For what it's worth, it's also possible that my opponent just took a second to just be like, it's cool, everything's fine. I think the correct play here is Tithe Taker. I think we Tithe Taker and then Thalia on 3. Because going into this turn, they're unable to shock my Tithe Taker down, but they're also unable to play a Reclamation immediately. I think Tithe Taker is actually the safer play. They won't be able to shock it on end step. They could shock it on their turn. It will only cost them 1, which would be fine. But it still works to somewhat protect my Thalia. And I'm going to attack them first. Sure. I'll see if they want to save the 2 damage. They do. Cool. I'll play Thalia. I'll play this tapped. Well, we have our mana, so any more lands we get, we can just cycle, which is the point of the cycle lands, at least in this deck. Interesting. It's possible they didn't. Do you play another land? They don't. Interesting. Okay. I am more interested in scrying here than getting a 2/3 out. This is the same amount of power. However, this allows me, and I think, honestly, I think I want to bottom both of these. Like, they're both fine cards, but I really want to hit my, dinosaur, my Ceratops. Did they get a land? And if so, are they going to cast Reclamation? So they got a land. Not casting Reclamation, it looks like. Going to attack first. Technically, I could Sunwing here, but I don't think I need to, because I would rather cycle Tranquil Thicket, but I don't want to cycle Tranquil Thicket until, like, afterward. I know technically you're supposed to draw first, but... Hmm. Two, 4, 5, 6, 7. I do worry a little bit about Storm's Wrath specifically. They've done nothing. Puts on the bottom. These are here. Bugler does not have as many hits right now. And I think if I'm aiming towards getting a Ceratops, then I actually just want to cast this. This could get countered. This getting countered, best outcome. That's fine. 5-minute Campus Insight. Peachy. Well, it shouldn't be that far away from. If they play Wreck, they'll have 6 mana. Smorking on in. Do you have a Fog? And if so, do you play it now? So they're just gonna do this end of turn. So I have lethal on board. Do I cycle Tranquil Thicket or do I do this? I think I'll do this first. Because there are very few things that I would be playing anyway because I have lethal on board. So I'm just gonna do this and target that. This might get countered. Just fine, they're digging fewer cards. That's fine. So yeah, now I mean they're not digging as deep. Still worried about, do I need to use this now? I don't think so. No. I'm still worried a little bit about Storm's Wrath. It's pretty decent. Allows them to get some scries through. They have 4 cards in hand. This is the first turn that they have a lot of mana. They're digging. Alright. It's possible they're just gonna Vantress. Gross pile, sure. They have to have a fog or they're dead here. Show me the fog. I guess I could just kill one of our creatures instead. Yeah, that meant I should have played Shalai first. Yeah. That's a whoopsies. Yeah, if I'd cast Shalai first, then... Oh, right! Comes in tap, biatch! Yes! I won an actual game. Sorry for calling you that, but I'm happy that I was able to win against an actual, like, good deck as opposed to Merfolk. We all know Merfolk's not a good deck. It's just a bunch of little kids being like, Mom, buy me these cards so I can play them on Magic and beat a guy who's trying to make a real deck. Shut you, Merfolk fucker. I saw that. Anyway, it's been too long. I'd like to thank my lovely patrons, especially Zen, for continued support. If you'd like to join them and support the show, you'll find links to that down in the description below, because I am the description god. If you've enjoyed my take into Death and Taxes and would like to see more, I'm probably going to try and do Mardu and well, I don't know how many 3-color combinations I'm going to do, but I'm going to try to get some 3-color combinations going. The mana base I expect is going to be horrendous, but you know, we'll see. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this. If you did, go and tap that like button, add subscription to your mana pool, cast a comment in the comment section down below, pass the turn and the bit to some of your friends, and of course, until next time, all will be one.